Hey everyone, this is Rabbit Boy Animation Bliss, and welcome to another Spotlight Cartoon Corner. So today's Spotlight cartoon we'll be talking about today is All Grown Up. And before I get into my thoughts about this show, I would like to remind everyone that new videos will be posted up every Sunday and Monday. If you haven't seen any videos posted up during the week, that must mean there was a bit of anime news released during the week that we wanted to cover. So those will be considered special videos. So now let's get into this review of All Grown Up. So All Grown Up is like a spinoff from Rugrats, and basically what happens in the show is that it's just about the Rugrats as preteens, and we get to see the various adventures they go on, like trying to ask for dates or trying to do petitions and stuff like that. And that's basically the gist of the show. It's just the Rugrats being older, and we get to see their adventures in school and what they basically do in their lives as preteens. So what are my thoughts about this show? I thought the show was okay. That's all I can say about it. Like, cause, it's not as good as Rugrats, but it wasn't as bad either as a lot of fans said it was. There were some good moments in the show, and let's just start with the good moments. So some of the good moments, with the show, or some of the moments I did like about the show, is that, I like the fact that we get to see what the Rugrats are like as preteens. I will admit that when the All Grown Up special came on, I was wondering, okay, yeah, we saw the Rugrats as preteens, but what would they do when they're preteens, or what would their personalities be like if we saw them as preteens? And so this spinoff series gave us a chance to see the Rugrats as preteens, and we get to see their personalities flesh out a little more as preteens, and we get to see the stuff they do as preteens, like trying to go on dates, trying to do petitions. So I do appreciate the show for showing us what the Rugrats would be like as preteens or when they're older, and how they review the world differently when they're much older. Like in this series, we get to see that the Rugrats actually view the world much differently. Like they get to actually view the world for what it is, instead of compared to the original series where they use their imaginations to try to figure out what's going on in the world. So I do appreciate the show showing us a more realistic side to the Rugrats adventures, and seeing that they're actually seeing the world for what it is, instead of using their imaginations to see what the world might be like. And I also like the way they developed Kimmy and Dill's character in this series. Like, I will admit they weren't my favorite characters in the original series. Well, I didn't care much for Dill because he was just there pooping and just making baby noises and stuff like that. So he didn't really have much of a role in the original series. And Kimmy, I didn't know much about that character because I stopped watching Rugrats by the time she arrived. But from the few episodes I did see of her character, she does seem like a female version of Tommy. But here, we get to see that Dill is the weird kid, and Kimmy is much more independent in the series. So I do like the fact that they expanded more on Kimmy and Dill's character in the series. Now let's talk about some of the things I didn't like about the show. I felt like this show is just like a regular teen show. Like there's nothing really unique about this show. It's not like Rugrats, where the reason why Rugrats was so popular in the first place was because there was no other show at the time that was about talking babies and looking at the world from their perspective. But here with All Grown Up, it's like, yeah, they go on their regular teen issues, like falling in love and doing petitions and stuff like that. And that's pretty much all we see from this show. Like, I kind of wish that the show went more creative in this route, like be a little more like the Adventures of PDP if they wanted to be more weirder, or it could be even like Scrubs, where they have the characters have like imagined spots occasionally, and the imagined spots can be weird, but it kind of reflects the situation they're in. But they go back to the real world, and you get to see how they view the real world for what it is. I kind of wish that that's what the direction the show took, so it could be more creative and doesn't feel like another generic teen show. Um, but that's pretty much my only issues with the show. So overall, I thought that All Grown Up was an okay series, but it wasn't like the best series I ever seen. Like, I don't think it was as good as Rugrats was, but I don't think it was completely terrible either. So, I'm kind of like so with All Grown Ups. That's my opinion about All Grown Up. So, tell me in the comments below, have you seen All Grown Up? And if you have, did you like the show? Did you hate the show? Did you even think that Rugrats should have gotten a spin-off series in the first place? Please feel free to let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter so we can keep you updated any new videos we post up. And also, like our Facebook page. Well, hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rabbit Explorer Animation Bliss, and I'll see you later. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Love the wonderful world of animation? Then please feel free to subscribe to this channel to check out more animation news, reviews, and discussions. Thanks for the support, and stay happy, animation fans.